It's time for another episode of Local Roots. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. I have an announcement to make that my company, Loess Media and Podcast, is now an official member of the Mills County Area Chamber of Commerce. My history with the Mills County Chamber actually goes back to when it was still called the Glenwood Area Chamber of Commerce. And that was a couple of directors ago, actually. It was Rachel Reese way back when that was running the show there. And we had talked, and she had an interest in doing a podcast. And I helped her bring that podcast to life. And I hosted the podcast for Mills County and then the Glenwood Chamber, and it was called Mind Your Business, Mills County. And we had an opportunity to interview different members of the then Glenwood Chamber of Commerce. And we ran it for about a year, and it was an audio only podcast. And I think you can still find it out there if you'd like to go back and listen to some of the old episodes. What's happening in Glenwood and all around Mills County right now under the direction of Gitzy Loder is impressive. What I am seeing happen and the work that Gitzy is putting in is the reason why that it was time for me to get back in. So I'm looking forward to getting into the area and also getting so some of the events, it's tough right now because it's just me. We're getting close. We're really close to being able to bring on some more people and actually have a staff as opposed to just being what they call a solopreneur. Crossing my fingers that we can make that happen pretty soon. But for right now, it's just me. And that's one of the reasons why I need as much help from the area that I can get. And that is part of it. This show, Local Roots, we talk to a lot of folks in Mills County. Gitzy's been on the show a couple of times. We're looking forward to having her on again really soon. And I would also like to invite other small business owners and also nonprofits, service organizations. Please reach out to me, toddstuder@gmail.com. I'd love to have you on. I'd love to talk, learn more about what it is that you are doing and how you are supporting Mills County and the area in which you live. I've talked about it many times that Southwest Iowa is a really special place, and it's a special region that we live in because there's a community feel across about a dozen counties. And as I said, I'm looking forward to expanding the reach into Mills County, talking with more of the people there. We're all in this together. And just because government once upon a time set up some fancy county lines that separate things so we know which courthouse to go to and get our driver's license, which, by the way, thank you very much to the Mills County driver's license station in Glenwood. Here's the thing. I was running out of time to get my license renewed because I have a birthday coming up. Well, okay, it's tomorrow. But, and it was that year I had to get it done. And I was trying to do it in Council Bluffs, which is where I live, but I waited too long. And if you do not have an appointment in Council Bluffs, then you just get thrown into the mix, and who knows how long it will take. I actually went up there earlier this week and sat there for close to 2 hours and was still, I would say, a minimum of 2 hours away. And I was just out of time. I couldn't wait any longer. I couldn't take an entire day off to be able to do this. So the flip side to that, I went to the courthouse in Glenwood for Mills County, and the lady there was so nice, so helpful. And I was in and out of there completely finished in 14 minutes. I'm not saying that same experience can happen to you because, obviously it has to do with how busy they are at the time and how many people are ahead of you and all of those other things. But she knew just exactly what to do. I had a couple of little one-offs on this in order to be able to get everything in there correctly. And I even remembered to bring my passport this time. So I got the gold star coming on the new license when it finally gets delivered in the mail. But that was when I was down there, I realized, you know what? I need to get this done. I need to, because, the courthouse sits right across from where the chamber office is. So I drove right past it, and it was a reminder that I hadn't done it yet. So I sent an email off to Gitzy and said, hey, here's what I am. You already know what kind of business I am. What do you need from me in order to be a member? And she shot me an email back and said, it made it very, very simple, even included a QR code to be able to pay the membership, and got that done. Now I'm a member, and I'm excited to be one again. So thank you to Gitzy. Thank you to all the businesses that are already supporting everything that's going on in Mills County. And I'm looking forward to telling some of your stories. At the same time, we have a really strong presence already in Pottawatomie County with the Western Iowa Development Association. And that is another organization that I strongly believe in. Stacy Kinney is doing yeoman's work and has grown that organization from about 11 members to over 60 in the short 2 years that she's been doing that. So all of that to say, I believe in chambers. I believe in community organizations. And if you have a business, step one, join the chamber that you have that's a part of what represents where you do the bulk of your business at, and then look to see whether or not you can support some other areas as well. Being an online media company the way that I am, we need to be a part of a lot of different areas, because what affects one of us affects a lot of us. That's why I wanted to be able to do that. Somebody else that I know believes in that is Blake Hunter with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. He was just on the show yesterday talking about where the real estate market is right now, why it is that interest rates actually went up a little bit after you saw mortgage rates went up a little bit after you saw the federal interest rate come down just a touch. He explains why that is, and how trying to guess the Fed is you're just gambling. So I would encourage you to go back and watch yesterday's show and then get a hold of Blake. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, or maybe you're just curious, what are my options right now? Blake Hunter's your guy. He has a website, blakehunter.homes, and I encourage you to get a hold of him. And also, when it comes to finding a home for your aging loved one, Gene Bonker can make all the difference as your local senior care advisor with assisted living locators in Western Iowa. She's more than a guide. She's someone who's walked this path herself. She helps families explore assisted living, memory care, nursing homes, maybe even in-home options. Best part, there is no cost to you for her services. She's personal, she's compassionate, and she tailors what she does to fit each family's needs. Give Jean a call, 402-690-5467. As we continue to go through fall, and we're still getting warmer weather, hasn't this week just been beautiful outside? And everyone seems to be in a good mood. When you get temperatures, fall temperatures in the upper 60s with low humidity, that puts a smile on people's faces, and didn't seem to matter where I went. I had to stop at a Walgreens to pick up some stuff. I had to run to the grocery store, and folks are smiling. And I think the weather has an awful lot to do with that. But I also know that cold weather's coming. Winter will come. It's not just a Game of Thrones slogan. Winter is coming. And you need to make sure that your furnace is checked. AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning, based out of Council Bluffs, would love to be able to come out and do a service check for you. You can even get on their service plan where they will automatically come out twice a year. They'll give you a call when it's time again and say, hey, let's set up an appointment and make sure that happens. They'll do it in the fall and in the spring, so you can get your entire HVAC system inspected to make sure that everything is working correctly. AirServeCouncilBluffs.com is their website. AirServe spelled a little bit differently. They took the E off the end of serve and put it on the end of air. So it's AIRESERV, councilbluffs.com. That's how you spell that website. But if you just search AirServe Council Bluffs on Google, it's going to come up. It's a smart service. So yeah, they know that. I love talking with Travis. He's the owner. And don't forget, he has a podcast called Circle of Trades. And we're going to get him back on this show again really, really soon to talk area football. He's a Hawkeye fan, but he's also a big believer in Iowa State, although the Cyclones dealing with some injuries, and they suffered their first loss last week. So, and he's even and not at all a Nebraska fan, but he'll admit that Nebraska is looking pretty good this year. So all of that's going to be coming up. We'll do another football preview with Travis in a upcoming show very, very soon. Also, that's something that is going to be coming up this weekend is the Hope Illuminated Gala. This is with NAMI Southwest Iowa, and that's going to be happening in Atlantic. NAMI covers 9 counties. NAMI Southwest Iowa serves 9 counties, and they like to move this gala around. So that's why this year it's going to be at the Cass County Community Center in Atlantic. I'm going to be there. I was actually just at the NAMI office in Neola yesterday, talking with them about how we're going to put this together as the game show style will be the entertainment this year, and yours truly is going to be hosting it. And you, as a member and attending the gala, could be a contestant. Yeah, how about that? And here's what I heard, that you would have an opportunity to win a T-shirt and maybe even some bacon. That's reason enough to go right there. The Hope Illuminated Gala for NAMI Southwest Iowa was presented by Marla Care this year, and it's a celebration for community change. You're going to get a great dinner. You can get into that interactive game show. You can bid in the silent auction. That in itself, I've been there the last couple of years, and when I was there last year, I bid on several things. Didn't get a single one. It got pretty competitive, but all of the money stays right in Southwest Iowa when you donate to NAMI Southwest Iowa. So that's the best part. You're helping your friends. You're helping your neighbors. You're helping your neighbors' kids. This is the organization I believe in, and I believe in it so much that I'm now on the board. So please come on out and join us. Tickets are only $60. And when you consider everything that you're getting, dinner, the game show, the silent auction, there's going to be awards given out. It is a full evening running from 5 to 10. Go to NAMISouthwestIowa.org to pick up your tickets. And I understand that there are still some available. They're pretty full, but there's still a little bit of space left. And if you'd like to learn more about it, go to the other show, Morning Coffee. And I had an opportunity to talk with Brittany Seeley yesterday, and she is the guest on today's Morning Coffee show. So I would encourage you to check that out. Again, that came out this morning at 6. So you can just, wherever you're watching this show, just scroll back a little bit and you'll see that one. So you're going to want to take that into. Brittany's got the right job. She has a passion for what she does. And I'm really pleased that I get to interview her from time to time. And she was even chasing spiders off of me yesterday. So you're going to want to check that out. All right. So we're wrapping up today's show again. Just a lot going on this week and this weekend, and all highlighted with, as I mentioned, joining the Mills County Chamber of Commerce. Thanks, Gitzy, for all of your hard work. And I'm looking forward to working with you even more now. Wrapping up today's show, we have one more day until the end of the week. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.